Hello, it is day 37, which is day 7 of our reintroduction phase, and today we reintroduce dairy. So today is going well so far. I did already put some cheese in my eggs this morning. I had cheesy eggs with bacon and some orange juice for breakfast, which was really awesome. It was kind of exactly what I wanted. And it was still the Simply orange juice. Like, it's the ingredients except for the cheese were all compliant, and it just was really exactly what I wanted. So that's what I made. And I'm having a similar reaction this time to the second round of Whole30 that I did, where I could feel my knee, my left knee had, I had issues with it last year. I did something to a muscle. I had a problem, I think, with my sciatic nerve that ended up tearing a muscle. And then worked through it and got better and all of that, but it still is a little tighter than I would like it to be. So I still work it out and all that, but I don't run anymore. Like, I used to do some 5Ks every once in a while. I was never a big runner, but I did enjoy going out and like doing a 5K with a bunch of friends. So I've stopped doing that because I don't want to, I don't feel like it's a knee that should be run on. It's basically it. But I also enjoy biking, so I've done more with biking recently. I went ahead and actually got a bike that it's like a folding bike. I live in the city. When I first bought it, I was very excited because I thought I was going to be a bike commuter and always take it on the train. And that lasted for about 3 weeks. And then it was more hassle than not, and my jobs were a little further out than not. And now it lives in my car mostly and doesn't get taken out as much as I wish it would. But that said, on days when I do bike, I really enjoy it. So as much as it doesn't get used as much as I thought I would use it all the time, the moments that I do use it are really awesome. So I'm excited for that. Anyway, that said, I enjoy the biking because it loosens my knee up, and it's not like, it's like a low impact kind of thing on it, which is great. But today, the point is that today I'm feeling my knee more, which is the same reaction I had when I reintroduced dairy after my second Whole30. The last time I did the reintroduction phase, I only did a day for dairy, and I felt my knee when I was on my way into work around 1, and now it's about 1:30. And I'm feeling my knee again. So it's, I'm pretty sure, yes, it is a thing to dairy, that it does do something around my knee, or that my knee is very sensitive to whatever it is that happens to my system with dairy. Last time I looked into it, and it seems like I think it's casein, which is not the lactose, which most people have effects with as far as dairy goes, but the casein is the other ingredient that works with your system, or is in dairy that can work with your system, and it's like an inflammation thing. So I am pretty sure that my system has a reaction to dairy in the way that my joints get a little inflamed, and because that knee was injured, it feels it more than not. I mean, the rest of them feel okay. There's no like cracking, or I can't like not move my fingers and stuff. But I am gonna also try different types of cheeses through the day. Like, I've brought Munster with me. The day I started with was not actually cheese, it was Velveeta, because I really like the way it melts. And also I looked at all the ingredients, and I know that it has a lot of additives to it, but it has more lactose than cheese normally does, and I'm not a big milk drinker, so I wanted to over-test the lactose a little bit. Which is why I was okay with that Velveeta option in the eggs. And normally I do like a low-fat cheese, which melts similarly to Velveeta, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't take out the fat, because it seemed more like something I should do would be to do more of the actual stuff of cheese and not try to take the cheese stuff out. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, So that's what's happening right now, is that I'm feeling my knee. And then for lunch, I'm going to add a little Munster to a sandwich. I'm going to do like turkey lettuce wraps with Munster cheese. And then I brought some blueberry Greek yogurt with me to have as a snack. And then for dinner, I'm going to make a spaghetti squash pasta thing. And then I'm going to put like a Parmesan Reggiano thing on top of it. So the later cheeses will be more of like those like upscale kind of cheeses, which I think I will probably react better to. But I wanted to start the day off with this one because it's also similar to the cheese that I had last time, and I wanted to see if I had a similar reaction. And it doesn't feel as intense, but it does still feel the same. It feels like it's still there, still sensitive to it. So, all right, that's all for now. I'm about to head into work, and I will talk to you later. All right, so I've made it through work. I'm about to head to the Y. Dairy makes me feel way full, is what I found out today. Now, granted, I am definitely eating more dairy today, incorporating it into all of my meals the way that I'm doing it than I'm used to. But I just have this feeling of fullness, and it's not even like my stomach is full. It's like around my throat feels full. I don't know. So it's like kind of filling up different parts of my existence than I'm used to food filling up right now. Like my throat, I feel like shouldn't be full. But you know how it's like I remember saying things like, I feel full up to here. And I'm wondering now if that just is what dairy does. Like, does it just, I don't know, exist around here? I know it sometimes does things to people's sinuses. Maybe that's part of it. But I feel full, like in my throat. I also feel full. Like I don't feel like I need anything right now. But I feel like I've eaten a lot of dairy today. I don't necessarily feel like I've eaten a lot, but I do feel like I've eaten a lot of dairy. I had turkey and Munster cheese lettuce wraps with salsa and avocado. I kept it really light on the turkey and the cheese in the wrap, and also just had like slices of turkey and cheese on the side, because I do love just eating turkey and cheese. I think it's a really good combo as a snack. And so today part of my meal was just those turkey slices and cheese together, which felt very comforting, and I wanted to keep going. And so there's also that part of it that's in there too, where it's like I just want to keep going and going and going and going and going on it. Which reminds me kind of the non-gluten grains day, but that one felt less full and more like I just wanted to snack. And this one feels more full. And I don't know. I'm like 3/4 of the way done with my day, and I'm over the dairy. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna still have my dinner that I've planned, which is gonna feel, I think, a lot better, because it's gonna be a spaghetti squash with like a meat sauce. Excuse me, a spaghetti squash with a meat sauce, and then I'm just gonna put some of the Parmesan on top. But I'm now wishing I had more of that like grated Parmesan in a can stuff, as opposed to like the decadent, expensive plastic thing of Parmesan, because I'm just like, oh, it just feels like too much. Maybe it won't feel like too much after I've worked out and taken some more time to kind of relax, and I'll drink some more water and all that. But it almost feels, it's interesting because it almost feels like a chore to have to eat more dairy right now. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going, see what happens, and I will keep you posted as the night goes on. So we have finished the day, made it home. I totally went through the store and just got pre-shredded vegetables to make a salad, a rotisserie chicken, and a Simply Something or Other ranch. It's like an avocado ranch. I just couldn't make it home to make something that included cheese, even if it was just Parmesan on top of spaghetti. It just seemed like way too much. So from this, I have learned that if you take over 30 days off from dairy and you're me, there's way too much cheese in the world if you try to do it all day.
Which, I mean, the point is not to reintroduce cheese. The point is to reintroduce dairy. I just don't do milk very often. And so, to me, dairy and cheese are pretty much it. But I will say, I feel really good now that the salad was my main existence for dinner. I just needed the veggies, something not so heavy. And I really like ranch dressing. And I found one that is, outside of a little bit of added sugar, compliant, as long as you're good with dairy. So I went ahead and did that, and it was great. And now the night is over, and I'm just gonna be done and go to bed. Another thing I should say, I think today I was not as energized as I have been, so I think that is one thing that I was missing today, is that sort of like crazy energy. That tiger blood was not there. And I think that was the case with the legumes as well. So non-gluten grains, all good. Dairy is very filling and takes away some of that tiger blood energy, as do the legumes, is kind of where I'm at so far. Nothing crazy, I just have been really full. I've also been eating a lot of the dairy, so I think that would be helpful too, as if in looking at reintroducing that like into my actual daily diet, if every meal doesn't include cheese, it wouldn't be quite as filling, is also my guess. So but so far, and with the ranch, so far nothing on the knee yet. So that might just be like a cheese thing. Because I did definitely have more sensitivity when I was working out today. I made sure to hit the bike so that I could feel what it was like to like rotate the knee on the bike. And it felt good to up the resistance because it gave me something to fight against. And normally it doesn't matter either way. My knee, it's more sensitive than the right one. My left one's more sensitive than the right one because of what I've gone through, but it's not like as noticeable as it was today. So there's that. I think that means that the casein is what I react to and not the lactose, is my guess. Because I've looked into some stuff and it said the casein is the one that affects muscles and joints more, and the lactose is more of the digestion side. However, if you know things about dairy and you know that that's not true, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'm just gonna wind down for the night and head to bed and check back in with you tomorrow after I've had a hopefully good night's sleep, and let you know how tomorrow goes. Have a great night, guys. Bye.